once a day that I would pray for you. I'd go and miss
Everybody, hope you guys are good. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back. I've been gone for 1 week. It has been hectic. It's December. Happy December. Happy festive. It's officially the silly season where we're just spending so much money and doing so much silly things with our money. Um, Welcome back to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you guys are all good in good health and feeling everybody's blessed. So I did miss last week Sunday's recap video. I was feeling a bit under the weather. It's that time of the year, so the body is tired. So yeah, we did not get to make the video for last week, the breakdown. So this week's video, we're just gonna do a short and sweet video, just an update to see where we are at with in terms of the 50k FTMO journey, and then we can look at one or two charts for this week upcoming. So firstly, I want to show you guys where we at with regards to the FTMO. So Monday is officially our first profit split day. So I'm on a 80-20 profit split. So that means that whatever profit is in the account above what what should be there, 80% is mine. I get to withdraw that, and 20% goes to FTMO. So obviously, as you can see, it has been choppy. This week has been crazy. We've had huge losses and we've got small gains, but as they say, every small gain it builds at the end of the day, and we managed to get it good this week. Basically just break even. So as you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, Monday we lost around like 5%, which was a bad day. The psychology was shattered. But we managed to get half of that back within the next day by Tuesday, and then from there we gradually just managed to claw our way back to basically, as you can see, basically break even. So I don't know what profit split there will be, but the good news is we do get the refund back, which is the 6,000 and some odd rand that we paid for the FTMO. So you get that refund back. So then we're not money out of pocket. So as you can see, our win rate is 74%, which is not bad. The only thing obviously of concern is the average risk to reward and the difference between the profit and the average loss. So we need to work on that, but it's crazy with December and how the markets are operating. It's hard to find those long trades to keep, for a good day, because they fluctuate and they go up and down. So the emotions of seeing profits and seeing losses, it sometimes play with you. So we just have to obviously build on the psychology, and we will get to a level where we can literally just leave the trades. There's a good trader that I follow, FX on Instagram. He's got this thing called set and forget. So hopefully we'll be able to set and forget as we grow on this journey with specifically with the FTMO, and prolonging that funded account. So yeah, that's the one thing. The other thing that I need to update you guys is I started a new challenge as well, another 50k. So as you can see, we are up. We had no drawdown. We managed to get it up. I think we are up 7%. As you can see, the profit thus far is around 7%. We obviously need 10% to pass the challenge. This too, as you can see, criteria we are passing. This we need obviously 10 minimum trading days, which we are only on 5 days. So by Friday, if I have met the 5,000 target, then the challenge would have been completed, and that would mean we move on to the verification, which is half this 5,000. So it will be 2.5 and the same amount of trading days. So let's see if we can get by January, if we can be $100,000 funded. That will be 250k. On this, as you can see, every day has been green, and our win rate is 95%. So that's very good. So yeah, we are getting there, slowly but surely. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you guys a clip of just my progress board, just to show you guys where we are at in terms of what we did for the week, and what we ended overall. This would be our first week winning streak for on the FTMO account. So we can see how long we're going to try to see how long we can have winning streaks. Um, you always get those losses, but we're gonna try to build momentum. It's just a tricky time of the year to actually start that because it's December, so the liquidity in the markets is very low, or it gets lower as the days goes on. But we will see what we can conquer this month. Anyway, I'll show you guys just that clip, and then you can have a look at that, and then from there we'll continue. Okay, so now that you've guys has looked at the board, let's look at the chart. So I'm on USD ZAR. As you know, I'm a South African trader, and the USD ZAR is something I do watch closely as to how my currency operates or how my currency is doing in terms of versus the US dollar. So we had a strong push over the last few months, obviously, with the dollar strengthening and the Fed raising interest rates and things. But obviously, as you can see, here was stagnation. So the market failed to make any highs. So what it did, it broke the support and the resistance, and it had a retest, and it started trading lower. So that's obviously on the daily. So obviously, as you can see, this was NFP on Friday. We had that. If there was any sellers holding the stop losses behind this level, then they would have been taken out by that, and for the market just to continue now, hopefully coming down. So we can actually just draw a trend line on this level, and you can actually see. So I've drawn from this week, obviously getting that area in and that area, and as you can see the market broke the trend line and came to retest multiple times and then dropped. Yeah, so that's what we got. Obviously this is the daily chart. You can actually clearly see there is some area of interest over there. Here's an area of interest over here. So you had support, resistance, support, broke through, retest as a resistance, broke above that, came to retest the support, and now it's on this resistance. So sorry. So obviously when we're looking at that, you can obviously see, okay, cool. So now we've got shorts possibly, but I just want to get the fib in to see where we are at. So 61.8. The golden zone is obviously here, but it broke past that, so 61.8 and 786. So you got your retest from there. If I just go to the hourly chart, you can actually clearly see the market rejecting this level here, which is the 61.8. Look at that engulfing candle after that. So now it's obviously trying to trade slightly higher. Okay, so let's go into some other charts quickly. Let's do one or two. USD JPY. I've already marked up some areas of concern. Obviously, as you guys can see on the weekly, we are bearish. You've had these lows and highs formed, and then you've had a retest of resistance, become support, retested, and obviously failing to hold or to push further up, it broke that. Obviously on a smaller time frame there was some retesting and it dropped. So you can clearly see head and shoulders pattern forming there as well. So on the weekly we are trading bearish, right? You go to the daily, I mean you can all clearly see we are obviously trading bearish as well. Lower lows, lower highs, lower lows. So then we go to the 4 hour, and you also see we are trading that same structure, lower lows, lower highs over here. So there was no retest, none beautiful retest. There was obviously this area here where it broke through and came to retest and failed to break high. So it depends where you would have put your stop loss. If you had entered on that break, it would have been there, would have been too many pips. I mean 200 pips is too much. So you needed to get a clear entry from this. I did not take any trade here. I was waiting for a better pullback and better rejection shown to me based on my strategy. So as you guys can see, so usually I do this mentally, I just keep this in mind. I look before I enter the trade, but I decided to add this so you guys can just get a picture as to what I look at before I take any trade. So obviously I determined weekly was bearish, daily was bearish, 4 hours bearish. So now I just need the market to come into my area of concern in order for me to take any sell position. I can go to USD CHF. As you can see, there was a trade that I was looking to take. I did not take this trade. I did not take this trade purely because of NFP. So I didn't want to be involved anytime around NFP on this. So I had this marked up and noted that there was a weekly support of the impulse move. So the impulse move would be that, and you can see this is like a weekly support level. Waiting for the market to break off structure, which is below this level, and then retest for sell. So this would have been the break, this would have been the retest, and this would have been confirmation to sell. I did not take this because of this happening around NFP and the uncertainty as to the way the market would react to this. Yeah, so that was that. We can actually go to what I did look at. One of the trades I did take was the Euro GBP. So what I looked at on Euro GBP is when I looked at this on Monday, the market was this candle was green. So what I looked at, this candle was green. So when this was last week, when this previous week started, this was pulling back into this area. So I was looking for the market to do this, retest, and then break. That's what I was looking for. So that's what I got. So a lot of the money or a lot of the percentage that I made back this week was on this trade, was on this pullback and taking the sell down. So what I'm looking for now, so the weekly, I determined the weekly was obviously bearish. I mean, I determined that by, as you can, let me just get this for you guys and do this. As you can see there, we were bullish and then we went bearish and then we went bullish. Failure to break here, the market obviously dropped right down. Failure to break that high, came down here to retest, support, resistance, support. So obviously now, because of this failure to break here, and this was support and now resistance, and this is the previous support which was resistance, I'm looking for the break of close here to retest and then obviously fall. So in my mind, I'm looking at the market is bearish, right? Even though it's trading, even though this market is trading above the 50, I'm looking for the market to come and retest this 50% level right here, the 50 EMA, sorry guys. So if I take from my low, that wick is so high, I'm not even sure if we're going to get the retracement level in here. But from this low to this high, the golden zone was around there. Market fell to rally up from there. It came to retest the 61.8. It's now currently on 786. So I'm looking for a wick just to come down and wick back up to give me the bullish momentum to continue going up. So for now, I'm still bearish on this. On the daily, I can clearly see that I am also bearish on this. Failure to break. As you can see, failure to make any highs, lows, to that level, retest, break above, and then failure to make a high. Slightly, you can see the hidden shoulders pattern forming there, and we're trading lower. So now I'm looking for a break, retest. That's what I'm looking at. So we go to the 4 hour to find our entry, and this is the level that we have drawn up. As you can see, you've got this here, this beautiful level of support holding 1, 2, 3, about 3 occasions. Fourth time also that body couldn't close really below. We got the push back up, and then we got a nice bearish engulfing pushing back down. So around this area, I'm looking for this to play, but I'm looking for a pullback to at least a quarter point area. That's how I trade. I try to get in on those pullbacks, which gives me a better risk to reward. So around the 750 area, 85 750 area, and I could target a 1 to 4 on that trade. So that's basically what I'm looking at. There's multiple other trades. I don't want to, go into all of them for you. If there's any trading that any pairs, you guys can tell me. So, sorry, with NFP and obviously with the dollar strength pushing up, there was weakness in the indices. So US 30 and NAS 100. So obviously, I mean, all of these have been trading higher slightly, as you can see, making a low, higher low, high, lower high, and then obviously now breaking that resistance area, which is now obviously support area. You can clearly see also area of support over here. So broke above, so the next target would be the 12,588 area would be the target. But what I looked for when I took this, I saw exhaustion currently in the market. So the market might come around here and retest one more time, but we'll have to see. What I did, I went to the lower time frame. Now I'm not looking for a big scalp. I'm not looking for anything big. I took a sell position on this. I saw that when the market gave this candle here, this was NFP, right? And it started to trade higher. When I saw exhaustion and it failed to break this high, I thought, okay, here is potentially a sell position for me to come back and get some of this profits in this area, because obviously buyers are sitting in this area, so the market has to come and liquidate them if we can trade this way, obviously, and then push up. Now, these things, remember, with trading, it's all probabilities. You have to really make sure that you're on the right side. Now, obviously, we are bullish. We're gonna supposed to look for buys, but with NFP, and this move, this impulse move here with NFP being coming out, what I'm looking for is a pullback at least to this level here. At least to this level, I will get at least a 1 to 5. So at least to this resistance area. That's what I'm looking at. But like I mean, it's Forex, it's December, you never know. I'm risking very little on this trade to potentially make a good 1 to 4, 1 to 4.5 on this trade. So that's the only trade that I'm in and I'm holding over the weekend. GJ was also looking good. I took a position on GJ this week and that hit the TP. We did a nice 1 to 2 on GJ. A nice 1 to 2 on GJ. So when the market came here, when I saw this push, you see there was a rejection from my area of resistance, and that market gave me that push. I entered that position over there, and then we easily caught 146 pips on this trade. Then the market came up, liquidate the sellers that was holding for the market just to make another low over here. So yeah, that was one of the trades that we caught this week. Obviously we analyzed it as you guys saw, weekly bullish, daily bearish, 4-hour bearish. So I got of my two of the time frames giving me the same direction. If I get at least two, that's good. If I get three, then that's a better trade. And that's how I basically grade my trades. The risk, as you can see, with Nasdaq, the risk is little. That the lot size that I've got on there is a small lot. I could make, in terms of the dollar size, I could make with just a 1 2, let me just see, I had it on 750. I knew my TP was around the 11750 area. So this 1 to 4, so I was risking around $100 to make at least 400. So risking like 0.1% to make 1%. If I'm yeah, yeah, more or less. So I'm risking $100 to make around almost $500. So that's not a bad risk to reward. So I'm looking at that for this week. Obviously I'm just running through these trades. There is more that goes to it, but I mean, to analyze the chart the way I trade, you don't need a lot of time. You can sit basically. If you're looking at the pairs that I'm trading, I'm not trading them all every day, every week. I analyze the chart and I wait for the markets to get to my area of concern. As you can see here, weekly bullish, daily bullish, 4-hour bullish. So now what I'm looking for, if we go to the 4-hour, all that I'm looking for the market to get to my area of concern, which will be the support, or for the market then, if the market has been we're going to break this area, support, break this area, retest, and then go up. You can see there's my next area. So that's the previous high. So that's the way we want to trade. We don't want to complicate these things. So yeah, so if there's any pairs that you guys want me to look at, please let me know, and then I can gladly make some videos or breakdowns on that, and we can analyze the charts together. Anyway, I hope you guys are good. I hope your Saturday has been good, and that you will have a good trading week, a good work week. If you're an entrepreneur, I hope you have a good business week. Yeah, and it's festive, so happy festive to everybody. Happy silly season, you know, the silly season where we spend all our money. So happy silly season to you guys, and I wish you all very well and everything on the best. Yeah, so please, I thank you very much. Bye.